Hello and welcome to Moments of Faith. Thank you for tuning in. And last week we were in Psalms chapter 1. We were contrasting the difference of righteous and the wicked. As we start out 2025, we want to start out with the abiding of Christ as the forefront of our mind, walking with Him. And when we do, we need to contrast what is our actual walk. You know, we can fool ourselves, and Satan can dupe us into believing we're something we're not. And I just want to encourage you today in this contrast here, not trying to be down on anybody. I'm sure no one to point a finger at anybody else. And I just want to help us as we walk with Christ this year and know this contrast and be aware of it. We talked about last week Lot choosing the well-watered plains and going the way where Sodom and Gomorrah was. And what happened when he got there, he lost his conviction. And that's what happens. He said, blessed is the man in verse 1 who does not walk in the counsel. He got there and he started listening to people around him. Then it says, nor stands in the path of sinners. That means walking the way that Sodom was walking, doing the things that Sodom people do. And then the last part of verse 1, it says, nor sits in the seat of the scornful. If you know the story well, he sat in the gate of the city where all the wise men were supposed to be, the upstanding men were supposed to be, but all their purposes were for evil, not for good. And to contrast that with verse 2, he says, but the blessed man does not do these things, but his delight is in the law of the Lord. His delight is in the Word of God. And we think about that. I just ask you, is your delight in the Word of God? Do you read the Word of God? Do you go to church and listen to the Word of God preached? And you do that to make yourself look good, or it's what you're supposed to be? To delight in Psalms 37:4 says, delight thyself also in the Lord, and He shall give you the desires of your heart, which means if you delight yourself in Him, you're going to want what He wants for your life, not what you want. You want to delight in Him and just delight in the goodness of God. That's what leads us to Him and our praises, is that He's so good to us. And do we live that way? Is your delight in the law of the Lord? Then it says in His law He meditates day and night. You think about it as you walk through the day, as you lay down at night. And as I look at these things, they're not hard to do. So we set our priorities for that, then we can meditate on this day and night, on the goodness of God. Not meditate on Him for what we can get out of Him. Meditate on Him because of who He is. He's the righteous one. He saves our soul. He gives us the good things in life. Even when things are bad, our faith and trust is in Him, not ourselves. And when you're in the Word of God, it puts you in the frame of mind to meditate on these things, believe these things, and walk in those things. And I pray that this would be an encouragement to you today. And this is a great day to be alive. It's a great day to live for God, regardless of what you may be going through today. I pray that you sense the blessings and presence of God in your life. And again, thank you so much for listening. God bless you.